Hello and good evening. I am Ava Chandler, a member of the Youth Ministry Church Council, and I go to Colonial Hills United Methodist Church. And I'm here to talk to you about YMC and its importance and confirmation. First, the Youth Ministry Church Council, or YMC, is an organization that will choose one problem in the community and for a year focus on that problem. This year we have focused on mental health and providing as many resources as possible to help it. We try to do everything we can to make improvements in society in whatever way possible. YMC is important because it can be another source for you to speak your voice and opinions in the church. It is a way for you to help make a difference in the community and contribute to spreading the love and compassion of God by helping others. Another positive to being in YMC is I felt like my opinions and feelings are valid and acknowledged by the church and the people in charge. I've been able to feel like I can speak up and express my opinions and know that I will not be ignored. Now, I'm aware that most of y'all are in confirmation, and I thought I should share what was important to me about my confirmation. And that would be the fact that I was promising that even with doubts, I will have faith in God. To me, it meant that I could still ask questions as I go on my faith journey and learn more about God, the Bible, and my own faith. It meant that my faith journey was beginning and I could expand my knowledge. I wish you all well on your own faith journey and hope you can find a group or organization that helps lead you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a lot. I apologize. Today they asked us, when they asked us to speak, they asked us what was important about our confirmation and how we've lived our call to ministry and to become a member of church. So y'all caught me in the middle, I forgot I had a microphone, apologies. Y'all caught me in the middle of AP literature test prep and scholarship deadlines. So I'm just a bit more poetic than I am on a usual day. But yeah, so my confirmation was about 3 years long. I was put on hold after spring break in 7th grade, 2020. I wasn't able to pick it back up until the second semester of my freshman year, and I could have done Zoom classes, but those didn't let me be immersed in life, like personal sessions did, and in-person sessions. I would get distracted and zone out into my computer screen like I did during my classes. I think I needed to see and feel the church. My church, United Methodist Church, it's been worshiping since 1880. I know it sounds weird to say that I need to feel the church, but it's where I grew up. It's been worshiping since 1880. There's so many people who have passed through. It's the church where my parents announced that they were pregnant with me, and the church I've been attending 17 years each week for the past 17 years. It holds power to me. And sometimes I think that I can feel all the people that have passed through its walls. There's stained glass in the back of the sanctuary. It's behind the pew that I spent my childhood in. We would run our fingers over its panes, and it was like soft and had little swoop, but then there were hard edges because it was glass. And it's made up of these beautiful mosaic pieces, and now I suppose a little bit of blood, because the edges were a bit too sharp sometimes. It was behind the same pew that me, Troy, Marley, and TK sat in all throughout middle school, at least middle school before spring break 2020. What I'm trying to get at is that there's power in that building. In my family, getting confirmed was never really a conversation. Whether Catholic, Baptist, or United Methodist, it was something that you did, so I did it. My family has always been rooted in faith, from my great-grandfather's time as a Shriner, to my older sister going to the Global Young Persons Convocation in South Africa as a representative for the Youth Ministry Council and for the Rio Texas Conference. Even though getting confirmed started as something I had to do, had to check off a list, I put a lot into perspective for me. It was about 6 years ago now when I started doing it, so I don't remember much, but I do remember some of the feelings that I had that day when I got confirmed. I felt sad. Sad because some of the people that helped shape me left the church or passed away. I was unsure. Unsure because I didn't feel good about being welcomed in the church that didn't confirm me or acknowledge who God made me. I felt like the congregation would be lying when they said that they would do all in their power to increase my faith, confirm my hope, and perfect me in love, because they didn't love me. And I remember feeling like knowing all of that, knowing I wasn't sure if they knew who I was, it made me tainted, and I felt like I wasn't worthy of God's love. But the thing that overpowers doubt is God's love. And he doesn't care if you think you deserve it or not. And with him, I knew that none of those other feelings were a reason to hold myself back. Confirmation was my commitment. I couldn't change how other people look at me, but I could change how I look back. Confirmation was something that I did, something that I had to do to make myself closer to God, something that I had to do when I wasn't really sure what was going on in the world or in the United Methodist Church. I wasn't even sure if my family would still be going to that same church the year after that. But with the power and reverence of that place, I felt my church's physical space. I knew that I didn't have to be there to be connected to God. So I took some of that power and committed myself to God. At that time, the only thing I felt I could control was myself and food. I would spend hours in the kitchen. I started to cook and bake and watch videos of Michelin star chefs and try things I never thought I could do at home. And I was good at it. And it made me feel good to do something I was good at. Now, 3 years later, I'm certified in 2 different culinary programs. I spend half my day at school in the kitchen. I've interned with Encore Ministries, my local backpack meal program for kids in low-income homes. And I'm going to culinary school.
Amen.
It makes me feel good to feed people. It makes me feel good that they can see I'm doing good. I want to help in the same food pantries I've received food from. I want to give back. I'm going to go to culinary school, and then I want to study social work and public health. I want to help people. I believe that no one should ever go hungry from God's love or from food. I'm going to do everything in my power to make that a reality.
I was going to say, you're going to do more than just feed people food. I know.